This is for sure the worst launch I have ever seen for a gacha title. Over the years, we have seen some pretty bad launches. Just recently, we had Stellasora, which was a game that also had a really bad gacha system. And then we had Etheria Restart, which immediately needed to restart the entire development of the game itself. Because looking back on it, it was absolutely awful and nobody was interested in it anyways on the social media side of things. And then one of the OG flops, Tower of Fantasy, aka Tower of Ass, which was one of the worst games ever created. There's almost nothing good about it, but I'll tell you what, Hypergrip somehow found a way to make it worse. If you decided to play Arknights Endfield on launch day, you could have potentially had one of the worst days of your life. Tower of Fantasy was bad, but at least you wouldn't lose your livelihood playing the game. And then we have the devs' weak ass response to this complete disaster. They barely apologized and then proceeded to not give a single pull of compensation in a game that already gives you barely any pulls free to play. This was just simply not enough. I really needed to see a video of these devs on their hands and knees pleading for our forgiveness for me to even consider spending a single dollar on this game moving forward. As bad as any other gacha launch has been, this is absolutely pathetic, and dare I say, you wouldn't even see bullshit like this from Hoyoverse. At least with them, I guarantee that an issue this bad wouldn't pop up in one of their games. And let's be honest, they don't need the money anyways, because people will spend regardless. But at least I can say with about 99% confidence that this wouldn't happen in something like Genshin Impact. Like, there's a difference between Genshin having shitty quality of life. That won't affect their everyday life. In Endfield, somebody literally lost $17,000 on launch day. In Genshin, it could be like, oh well, it's annoying to go to Catherine every day to finish my dailies. But in Endfield, the devs are saying, oh, you just lost your down payment on a car? Sorry about that. But how's the actual game going, by the way? Oh, you just said you lost $100,000 yesterday on our game? And that was an entire year's paycheck for you? Bro, chill. At least you're supporting the game. My bad, I guess. All I can say is this company will never see a single penny for me because I couldn't imagine waking up one day and all $5 in my bank is gone. Huh? That would be tragic. I'm not in the CC program for this game, so I could really say whatever the hell I want. And I can say with confidence that I wouldn't recommend this game to even a gacha player, much less somebody that has never played a gacha game before. They would probably have nightmares about this game. So you guys are lucky for now, but if you ever see me saying some stupid ass shit, then I'm probably in some CC program, and I'll let you know how I feel about the game after the contract is up. Honestly, it would probably be a good change of pace from my usual content because yes, I do realize that most things I say are negative, but like I try to say in most of my videos, just because I focus on some of these negatives doesn't mean the game is completely trash as a whole. There should be some type of gameplay showing right now, or I'm gonna cut my editor's pay again, but this looks very good. That is one thing I can say, is that this game has Hoyo type polish. It runs very well, but that might just be certain people. So let me know if it runs well for you. So if you're enjoying Endfield, then don't let me be the one to tell you that you shouldn't be enjoying it if you are. All I'm saying is I would highly recommend you be free to play in this game. I wouldn't trust this company at all with any of my payment information anymore. After this, I don't care how fast it was resolved or what the problem was exactly. This is completely unacceptable, and I don't really want to hear any excuses for them. This should have never happened.
I bought another motherfucker in Japan monthly pass maybe. I don't fucking know. What is this shit?
Shout out Jason Jun for buying me a monthly pass, battle pass, and my homie across the world in Japan a monthly.
So these are so far the ones I can see. 99 fucking pesos, Mexican pesos for a pase mensual. And then this was my own. This is mine, right? For reference, right? English and then that. This is a monthly pass for 610 Japanese yen, which is not me, because I don't use Japanese yen. This is a... Chat's saying this is a battle pass that someone bought with 1220 Japanese yen. And then this is a Mina Una Bolsa de Ore, I don't know what the fuck, for $23, which again isn't me because I don't fucking use Spanish.
I know that some people enjoy the combat and this game is very well optimized, which I do agree. It looks incredible, and that definitely has been something that's been missing from these recent Gacha releases. Now, let me tell you the truth about the combat. It's literal dog shit, especially coming from Wuthering Waves. There's absolutely no depth, and this is clearly not a focal point of the game. The only thing I do like about it is that you can have multiple anime girlfriends on the field at the same time. That's awesome, right? So you don't have to go watch hentai. But I don't think it's enough to satisfy that hunger that Wuthering Waves players have. And even someone who plays Zenless Zone Zero. Yes, I know a lot of people think that game is booty, but the combat system is definitely a lot better than something like Endfield. And it's interesting that they don't go too far into depth with this combat when it costs so much to get these characters. So at the end of the day, this is the worst launch of a gacha game I've ever seen, and I will stand on that, because how is the launch going to be so bad that it affects your real life? I hope a lot of people realize that gacha games aren't really made to be the highest quality or anything, and that's probably going to make some people mad. But it's the truth. It's not a bad thing. And I'm going to mention Expedition 33 here. I know it's AI slop, guys. I know, AI slop, but that's a passion project. For example, if you enjoy games like gacha games, then that's awesome. But just be aware that these aren't passion projects, and these developers might not even be fully invested into what they're making. They're just trying to make money, and there's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with just trying to make an extra bag. That's okay. But you can tell sometimes that they are making these games just for the sole purpose of profit and nothing else. And it isn't just gacha games. There are a lot of games nowadays that are leaning towards the profit side of things rather than just making a game that people actually enjoy. And so really high quality games are hard to come by nowadays. If you look at a game like Apex, I just wanted a reason to mention Apex. It's my favorite game of all time. And they destroyed that game with the monetization. You know, melee weapons cost or melee weapon skins cost hundreds of dollars. There actually is a gacha in that game, but it's not as prevalent. It's just for cosmetics, which I think most gacha games should do. They should have the cosmetic gacha like Do at Night Abyss. But Apex was completely destroyed by monetization. A game like Halo, I never really played it that much, but I know a lot of people will tell you that that game was destroyed by monetization. And it makes you wonder if there is ever going to be really high quality games again. Arknights Endfield isn't perfect, but I'm sure there is someone out there that is really enjoying it right now. So if you are one of those people, then please don't let me tell you that you shouldn't play it and I'm killing your vibe. Just play it if you enjoy it, because video games are supposed to be an escape from real life. Anyways, your word of the day today is honkai.
My meticulous father took off the expensive suit and cape he rarely parted from and donned a chef's hat.
Hey, Constance. Are you mistaking Father's banquet for some kind of bargain fast food meal?
Oh?
The old man insisted on wearing high-end tailored clothes. Did you forget? Having to cook dinner in a tuxedo? What a ridiculous sight.
Okay, that's enough. That's right, we are going to end this video off on a good note. And let's talk about Honkai Star Rail, Hoyo's greatest creation. This is what I would say if I was under a hypnosis, because Star Rail is a complete wasteland of zero content. This is a game where if you aren't the shield path of the region, then you get no love. And all of the characters in that path are mediocre at best. I hope that one day Star Rail actually returns to its former glory, because I don't think I've seen a more loyal fan base than HSR, at least in the gacha sphere. Because even when it comes to Genshin Impact recently, it seems like the game has been doing a little better for itself. But the bar is very low. Obviously, the bar is extremely low. It's not like an amazing game now or anything, but HSR has consistently been pretty dog shit for a long time now, and it still gets a ton of support. So for those people, I really do hope the game gets better, because I understand that sunk cost fallacy is real for a lot of people. I really think that this game could be the best turn-based gacha ever, but I think that title is going to Chaos Zero Nightmare now. Yeah, obviously, I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure that game is actually EOS right now, so rest in peace for anybody who's spending bans on CZN. Really, all HSR has to do is fix this egregious power creep, and 50% of the problems in the game would be gone. Anyways, Thank you all so much for watching this far. If you have, you look cute today. Peace.